So how do you level up fast and get the most money in Payday 2? An extremely valid question, and if you're new to Payday 2 or even if you've been playing for a while, you still may have these questions as the answer to them have changed slightly over time. First off, let's talk about leveling up and getting XP, as it's not as clear cut as it used to be. Gone are the days where a set amount of experience was given for the completion of a heist. XP is actually increased based on how much loot you can secure on a heist along with the difficulty that you play. The high and low values of XP available are shown on CrimeNet when looking at the heist payout. A great example of this is on the Rats heist. Blowing up the lab at first chance on the Overkill difficulty and escaping will now not give the same XP as staying for a longer period of time in order to cook 7 bags of meth, where the payout would be quite substantial. With this example, you can see that on certain heists that allow you to stay for an infinite amount of time can offer huge payouts equaling hundreds of millions of dollars and tons of XP. These heists will come into play later in the video, but are your surefire way to get a lot of money in Payday 2. Here are some other factors that can also boost and subtract from your XP. Experience penalties. These are in play when you enter a heist that is considered a higher difficulty than your current level can sustain. These are broken into 7 difficulty categories and are determined by your current level. By completing one of these heists, you will notice an XP reduction when the payout comes if you are playing a heist that is above your level. The heat system. Payday has both a penalty and a boost system in place to prevent heists from being farmed and encourage a wider selection to be played. The same can also be said for the reverse. If you don't play a heist in a while, a bonus for playing it will be offered. The maximum penalty you can receive is 30% and the maximum boost is 15%. These can be extremely useful when combining all other bonuses. Stealth bonus. If a heist has the ability to be completed in full stealth and is recognised as such by the game, then a stealth bonus is offered for your following heist if you complete the current one. Stealth bonuses vary by heist, but 25% is the maximum you can receive and 5% is the lowest. These can be used tactically as you level up. Blending in. In all perk decks, you have the ability to unlock a perk that gives 45% more experience when completing a heist. This perk is the 4th tier of every single perk deck and should be unlocked as soon as possible. Team boost. A team boost of 3% can be applied to weapons in your customized weapon screen. Also note that these team boosts stack with other players, so if you can, have your whole team use them and you can get great increases together. Difficulty. Obviously, a heist on a lower difficulty will reap less XP than on a higher difficulty. The trick here is not to stray out of your lane and constantly fail on a higher difficulty. Spending 10 minutes doing a heist on Overkill and getting 500,000 XP is way better and quicker than spending an hour failing on one down and not getting any. Please note that also failing a heist will lose your stealth bonus if you have one waiting to be applied. Infamy. Going infamous has its perks. Every time you go infamous and spend your infamy point, you will receive an extra stackable XP bonus at the end of a heist. The first infamy unlock along with the skill tree reduction unlocks grant you a 5% bonus each time. For the mask unlocks you will receive a 7.5% bonus, and for the more XP unlocks you receive a further 10. By the time you reach infamy 25 you will have amassed a 205% XP bonus, so the last infamy will take so much less time than the first one. Players in custody. You receive a crew alive bonus of 30% if everyone finishes a heist. If you finish the heist in custody, then you will receive a 30% reduction. Please bear this in mind if you like to have fun in the escape zone with rocket launchers. Gauge packages. These little packages that are found all around the maps have a couple of functions. The one that we are most interested in today is their ability to give us an XP boost. The higher the difficulty, the higher amount of them on the map, and finding all of them will give you an XP boost of 5% at the end of the heist. Small, but worth it. So there's the list of everything you can string together to compile in order to increase your XP and level up faster. I've reset my account 3 times and even started a new account, so I've done my fair share of leveling. My level up routine was strictly this. For my first heist out of infamy, I would always do the diamond store or Ukrainian job stealth. If I had no friends online to buy it on 1 down difficulty, I would have to wait for it on Crimenet on Overkill. Make sure you equip the team boost to a gun and have a perk deck that has blending in activated. If you have teammates, then they should also have the team boost activated also. Really important here is to make sure that you complete it fully stealth and grab every single bag of loot you can. This should carry you into the next heist with a 5% stealth bonus, and depending if this is your first infamy or last, you should get a decent amount of skill points to start some basic builds. The next heist I would take would be frame in frame, again on the highest difficulty possible and going for all loot stealth. This would give me a 25% stealth bonus, which I would then take on to do the Rats heist and cook all 7 bags. Day 2 take all money and steal the meth back, and on day 3 take all money off the bus. After this, it's just a matter of choosing your favourite stealth heist and then loud for the combination of using the stealth bonus on a loud heist. But if stealthing isn't your thing, or you're just a little too new to be able to do heists in this order, then you should ensure that team boosts are in play, the blending in perk is activated as soon as possible, you take all loot possible, play on the highest difficulty you can, and choose heists that give you a bonus from not playing recently. If you get the chance to play a heist like Cook-Off and are able to stay alive and continue to cook meth for an extended period of time, then this is a great way to earn a lot of money and XP. Meth is one of the highest paying loot in the game and will serve you well for building infamies and bank accounts. Put all those things together and it is by far the best way to get XP and cash in Payday 2. For all the other heists that return the best amount of cash, if grinding Cook-Off for 3 hours isn't your cup of tea, then here are some others in descending order.